iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts,
playlists, and listen live on the free iHeart app.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation. Hands up who was surprised at how fabulous a dancer Shaun Micallef was. I've known this man for years. I was surprised. He's raising his own hand on the Zoom. Hello, Shaun. How are you?
Amanda, Jonesy, how are you?
We are
great.
very
I
well.
wasn't surprised in any way. I knew you would bring the dance to the DF.
And the dance floor, and absolutely you did. Here's some of the things the judges had to say about you.
Your timing is great. I mean, your humour is so good, and to be able to dance the way you do and bring that timing to everything you do is a hidden skill.
You may not be the best dancer, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you are most definitely the best entertainer.
We are kindred souls, you and me, Shaun. I tell you right now.
No, you guys lowered the bar for me.
Well, Helen said exactly the same about me.
That's not
You
exactly.
had a minute and a half of music, and
That's not how I remember it. It went more like this.
you had a minute and a half of music, and in that time there's over 200 beats, and I don't think you hit one of them down.
That's what you said about Jonesy. But you were incredible. Was this a hidden skill? It was only when you were into it you realised that you could do it.
Look, the reason I said yes to it was not because I could dance, not because I had any confidence in it. I just thought it'd be a fun experience. I just thought it'd be an interesting thing to do. It was just such the opposite thing to do after doing Mad as Hell for like 11 years where I sat behind a desk and read an autocue. This was something that proved I had legs, and I didn't have to talk. That was the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. I mean, it must have been like, you both of you have done it, yeah? I mean, Amanda, you've done it kind of on the other side, but Jonesy, you've done it, yeah?
Well, I've done it, but Amanda danced on it. She was in 2000. She was one of the early adapters of it.
And I didn't enjoy it at all. But what I liked about you was that you held on to yourself. That was an unusual dance move. But I mean that you stayed as yourself, so there was a slight sort of goofiness and to it as well. You didn't become a punce, which I think is a fine line on that show.
Oh, all right. Okay, well, I avoided the punce side of it.
Yes.
But I'm a big fan of musicals, so I for me it was like an acting job. I just thought, I'll pretend to be I'll pretend to be a dancer. So I watched a lot of Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly stuff before I went in, and I had a bit of a say in the choreography. In fact, it's a 90-second routine, which is not a lot, and I think the first 20 I worked out myself. My partner and choreographer Ashley Hunter let me choreograph the first 15, 20 seconds of each routine, just so I could be myself, I suppose. And so, yeah, look, that's the secret. Anybody can do it if you just pretend that you're Gene Kelly.
Right.
Yeah, and then you got to practice a lot. They tell they say to you when they sign you up for it, you don't have to, 2 hours a day? And I thought, well, I could learn German in 2 hours a day. Next minute, you're doing 8 hours a day.
If only you just learnt German instead.
I could have.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting offer. Maybe you could have just gone on there. Every routine was just you screaming.
Kugelschreiber.
give me a lectern and a strange moustache.
Do well. It did work. It's worked before.
It's worked before. Eve of Destruction is back on tonight. It's a fabulous construct where you ask people if their house was on fire, if their house was being destroyed, world's ending, what would they take? What would your things be? What's something that you'd nominate?
I've got a few books that have been autographed by people I admire, and I think those are the really. I have thought about this, and I've got as I sit and talk to you now, I can look over and see that I've got a bunch of awards. A Logie there for that old show we did, Amanda. Do you remember that show?
I remember it very well.
Talking about your generation.
Jonesy, they let me keep it. They actually let me keep one of the several that it won. I've got that there. I've got some actors there. I've got some AFIs, and I've even got an aria. Can you believe? I actually have an aria.
Why have you got an aria?
I won an aria for actually a talk show. I did the first time I did it back in 25 years ago. Micallef Tonight. It was a show on Channel 9.
I remember.
Yes, it died terribly. It wasn't successful at all, but it did win an aria for the DVD release. So I've got that there, but I'd let all that go. I don't care about the awards.
On my headphone box, look at this on the Zoom. There's your little head.
You had a sticker.
That's a sticker from Micallef Tonight.
There we go. That's the only thing that remains. That's
the only
this award over there.
But you remain, and that's the most important part.
I remain. But there's a couple of books. One some by John Cleese. He's got this book called The Collected Sketches of Muriel Volstrangler, and he signed that for me, and I probably would want to keep that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also a book by Steve Martin called Cruel Shoes, which he's signed, which I would probably want to keep as well. Then again, there's an Eric Idle LP that's signed as well, and Terry Jones and Michael Palin.
Sure.
So it's got Python and a lot of comedians. So I'd be paralysed with indecision as to which two I could take.
And meanwhile, your family's going, hello.
Yeah, that's right. You're leaving
Hello.
them at home.
We're in the burning home here.
I wrote them off straight away, but I would go up as well, I think, as I sat there pondering.
Does it take too long to make the decision?
You're the one that set the fire.
I'm not gonna invite myself as a guest on the show. It would be too boring.
Yeah. Shaun, it's always great to talk to you because you're never boring. Shaun Micallef's Eve of Destruction is tonight, 8:30 on ABC, and every Wednesday forever and ever in eternity. Shaun,
Thank you. Yes,
fellow dance bro, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Always nice talking. Nice seeing you again too.
Nice to see you on the Zoom. You're looking very well.
Thank you. Did you see the name I put up there for me?
What?
Can you see that?
I can't read it. What does it say?
It says Anne Edmonds.
No wonder we were tricked.
Carry on about your business.